There have been some funny moments at the Oscars. Hey, it's Michael, aka Oscar Man. And while humor itself is subjective, as are opinions about the Oscars, I want to share some instances that I feel stood out in a positive way. Of course, there is the occasional acceptance speech, such as what Mel Brooks said when winning Best Original Screenplay for The Producers.
Well, I'll just say what's in my heart. Ba-bump, 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 ba-bump.
And though many are not exactly fond of Julia Roberts' Best Actress win for Erin Brockovich, her response to being played off was, let's say, appropriate.
And sir, you're doing a great job, but you're so quick with that stick, so why don't you sit? Because I may never be here again.
And sometimes a presenter has bypassed what were then cue cards, as Liza Minnelli did in 1972.
Can you flip them over for me because I didn't say what I was supposed to?
In 1989, real-life partners Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell's introductory remarks got a little personal.
We're co-stars, we're compadres, we're companions, and we're a couple.
Yeah, there's only one thing we're not.
What?
Married.
Honey, is that a proposal?
I don't know. Oh, they want us to speed things up. Listen, we'll talk about it later tonight, okay? The role of a director needs no explanation.
But while Oscar's earlier years more or less offered a more serious, straightforward awards presentation, there have been a few times where some humor snuck in. At the 1958 ceremony, Burt Lancaster and Kirk Douglas, not exactly known for their singing and dancing talents, performed a number specifically written for them entitled It's Great Not to Be Nominated.
It's great not to be nominated, great not to be nominated, great merely to sit here and relax. Since we have been bested, we're not interested, but who stuck those knives in our backs?
As the two major stars read the list of Best Actor nominees, they broke into a charming number poking fun at each being overlooked that year.
Suggests a role to us. He says the Oscar could be the goal to us. Comes March and they won't even give a measly scroll to us.
They then turned their attention to the nominees, having a little fun at each for their nominated performances.
Marlon Brando. Hi there, Marlon. Hi-yo. Him and that corny southern drawl. Tony Quinn. Hey! Say, isn't he uncanny? Your father would look good in a scene with Magnani. Tony Franciosa. You got our vote. If he wins, I'll cut my throat.
The routine was so positively received that the show's producers decided to bring it back the following year, this time with Angela Lansbury, Joan Collins, and Donna Winter. Big mistake. Their follow-up, entitled It's Bully Not to Be Nominated, bombed badly.
It's bully not to be nominated, good show not to be nominated, jolly just to sit and not pretend.
Despite the three actresses' valiant attempts, the number was unfunny and rather mean-spirited when it came to dissing the Best Actress nominees.
Oh, there's Rosalind Russell, what a marvelous dame. Your mother could have scored as Auntie Mame. Hello.
And this wasn't even the biggest disaster of the night. Stick around for more about the 1959 Oscars coming up. The 1957 Oscar ceremony featured a once-in-a-lifetime musical performance by Mae West and Rock Hudson, who performed Baby It's Cold Outside, the winner of Best Song from the film Neptune's Daughter.
I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside.
I got away.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has
Then
been
I'm hoping that you drop in.
so very nice.
I'll hold your hands there just like I...
The pairing of West and Hudson alone was worth admission.
Like I always say, it's not the men in your life that counts, it's the life in your men.
It looked like the two stars were really having fun with the number, which made it even more entertaining. This was Mae West's only appearance at the Oscars, though one of her films was a Best Picture nominee. Know which one it was? Find out a little later in the video. One of the most memorable funny moments happened at the 2014 ceremony, when host Ellen DeGeneres asked Meryl Streep to try and break the record for the most retweeted photo. Soon, a dozen additional stars joined in.
I'm doing it. Angie, Lupita. All right. Okay, wait.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, good. Wait,
Maybe this way.
Wait a minute.
The resulting photo actually disabled Twitter for a short time, breaking the existing record with over 3 million retweets. And while another funny moment didn't break any records, Meryl Streep, as we all know, the most nominated actress in Oscar history, revisited her iconic character Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada when presenters Anne Hathaway and Emily Blunt referenced her during their scripted bit.
Look how she's smiling as though it doesn't bother her. She's such a good actress.
In 1986, Sally Field mocked herself before presenting the Best Actor award by making this self-deprecating remark about her notorious acceptance speech the year prior.
We're up to Best Actor, so let's see which one you like, you really, really like.
We all know that the Oscars have had a tendency to go long. This is nothing new, dating as far back as 1983, when one of the show's hosts, Dudley Moore, said this at the end of the ceremony.
Is it still this year? Yes.
And the following year, Best Actress winner Shirley MacLaine offered this comment.
I'm going to cry because this show has been as long as my career.
Johnny Carson opened the 1979 show with this.
This is the 51st Annual Academy Awards. 2 hours of sparkling entertainment spread out over a 4-hour show.
So it's safe to say that the Academy Awards have always run over its intended length, right? Think again. Believe it or not, the show actually ended early once. Back in 1959, the Oscars, which were scheduled as a 2-hour broadcast, ended 20 minutes short. Host Jerry Lewis took the opportunity to shore up the remaining 20 minutes by conducting the orchestra, mugging, making jokes, and asking the winners and presenters to begin dancing.
Susie said she's happy too. We would like to now do 300 choruses of There's No Business Like Show Business. And we would certainly appreciate it if you, ladies and gentlemen, would not leave your seats immediately, because the manager of the theater wants us to let you know that they are showing a Three Stooges comedy to cheer up the losers.
Now remember at the beginning of this video when I said that humor is subjective? I'm sure some watching these moments found it amusing and part of Jerry Lewis's shtick. Others felt the opposite, including two-time winner Spencer Tracy, who reportedly said, "Have we come to this?" The press panned Lewis's attempts to fill the time, and as a result, he was not invited back to host the Oscars ever again. Lots of Oscar winners get very excited by the announcement of their name, with many running up to the stage. and this happened especially in the 1950s and 60s. A couple of actresses appeared to be so stunned by their wins that they didn't know where to go. In 1954, Best Actress winner Audrey Hepburn, known for always being so graceful, made a wrong turn on her way to the podium. And Maureen Stapleton was hilariously confused as to which way to go upon winning Best Supporting Actress in 1982. There was a funny moment in a recent telecast when the show's co-host talked about a movie that wasn't funny. Amy Schumer was speaking about 2021's Being the Ricardos, a film that divided audiences over its story about the real-life couple Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. Schumer began by singing the praises of the film's writer-director Aaron Sorkin.
Aaron Sorkin, a genius, truly, right? I mean, the innovation to make a movie about Lucille Ball without even a moment that's funny,
And while I often find the scripted patter of the Oscar hosts and presenters unfunny, once in a while, when they're spontaneous, it can be the best part. And no one could outdo the divine Miss M. At the 1982 Oscars, the announcement of that year's best song was overshadowed by Midler's hilarious editorializing of each nominee.
Endless Love from the Endless movie Endless Love. How you like it so far, kids? For Your Eyes Only from the film For Your Eyes Only, and they weren't kidding. I couldn't watch a single frame. Music and lyrics by...
Why wasn't Bette Midler ever offered the job of Oscar host?
I guess you didn't think it was possible for anyone to overdress for this affair. Of course you do. This is the Oscars. We have to be dignified as humanly possible. That is why I've decided to rise to the occasion.
One of the most famously funny moments happened following one of the most shocking in Oscar show history. And though there is debate as to whether the entire incident was spontaneous or rehearsed, whatever the case, host David Niven's comment broke the tension.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was almost bound to happen. But isn't it fascinating to think that probably the only laugh that man will ever get in his life is by stripping off and showing his shortcomings.
I thought presenter Elizabeth Taylor's follow-up comment was also hilarious.
I'm nervous. That really upset me. I think I'm jealous.
Did you guess which Mae West film received a Best Picture nomination? Here she is in 1933's She Done 'Em Wrong, the shortest Best Picture nominee to date.
Well, there was a time I didn't know where my next husband was coming from. Yeah, but what I means is, you ain't never been in the circumstances where the wolf came to your door. The wolf at my door? Why, I remember when he came right into my room and had pup.
I've probably forgotten many other funny Oscar show moments, and I hope you'll remind me of those. In the meantime, I want to thank all of you for spending this brief time to watch this video. I remain humbled by your support. When the video concludes with another funny Oscar show moment, will you please click the like button? And if you're not yet a member of the channel, consider becoming a subscriber and join our great community of people who share so much knowledge and wisdom about the Oscars. In addition to a new video each week, there are daily polls where your votes always count. Flashback to 1964. Industry legend Sammy Davis Jr. was appointed as presenter of the Best Musical Scores. There were two categories back then. The first award was for Best Adapted Score. Davis was handed the envelope and read what he thought was the winner.
And the winner is... John Addison for Tom Jones.
Like the infamous 2017 ceremony, when the wrong winner was read, this time the audience let Davis know about the mistake, and his comeback drew one of the biggest laughs in Oscar show history.
Oh, they gave me the wrong envelope? Wait till the NAACP hears about this.
So which funny Oscar show moments do you remember? Please share them in the comments. And until the next video, here is how Davis handled the announcement of the second musical score Oscar.
And John Addison for Tom Jones. Guess who the winner is?